Okay, here we are looking at Draconic Incarnation, which is the Sorcerer Destiny. This is a magic destiny that is all about training spell power. You can select the type of damage, so acid, cold, fire. You can also select negative energy, lightning. The only thing that's not present is sonic. For some reason, it would be lovely if they do, but those of you who play Sorcerer know that lightning and sonic are grouped together into one. So if you were playing a lightning sorc and you had sonic bonuses, you would pick the blue dragon here to get the lightning benefits. We can see just by looking at the first core, we get spell DCs, spell points, universal spell power associated with fire, and fire spell power. Nothing for range, nothing for melee in this tree. Now, that does not mean that you wouldn't benefit from some things in this tree, but it is a caster-focused tree. I was able to spend my 55 points and get just about everything, but this is an expensive tree. I skipped cast while raging. I don't rage. I'm a sorcerer. I don't use a quarterstaff. And these are meta magic improvements that, for the sake of our test, I'm not going to test. But I did pick everything else. I decided to change my Dragon Breath into an Energy Vortex. Most of us are familiar with Dragon Breath. The Dragon Breath that you can select in this tree is your Epic Strike. So what we know about the new Destiny system, you've got one Mantle, one Epic Strike, and one Epic Moment. Though you can pick more than one Mantle, you can only have one Mantle active at a time. You can select more than one Epic Strike from multiple trees, but you can only use one because using one throws all the others on cooldown, and you can only have one Epic Moment per character because they can only have one tier 5 in any destiny at any time. So you're stuck at one, and one. Now you could pick multiple destinies and toggle them off and on based on what you were doing. You could take multiple Epic Strikes and use them based on what you were doing. But for our demonstration here, we're all into the Draconic tree. And so let's take a look at what we got. So, our actives and passives. One of the things that is in this tree is it gives you a bonus dice with your Eldritch Knight. So those of you who play Eldritch Knight, I am in Eldritch Knight up to core 4, we'll see a dice increase. So we're going to try it. The other thing too is I went fire. So I've got my red dragon breath, which I told you I turned into an energy vortex. This scales of the dragon is a defensive. We will pin that there. Spread your wings. This is like a misty step, like an abundant step. Dragonform is our epic moment, which gives us a bunch of survivability. And this Attune to the Arcane is our mantle. So I activate the mantle. You always have to do this. You have to drag the mantle to your bar and activate it. And you can see now every spell I cast has a chance to do extra damage. And I have Dragon Speed, which gives me a spell cooldown reduction, mobile spell casting for free, and a 30% enhancement speed bonus to my movement. So at level 20, you should already have a 30 enhancement bonus to your movement, but if for some reason you didn't, there it is. That does not stack, though, with like boots or anything like that. Unfortunately, it would be nice if they made it so it did. So you can see the fast movement. It's basically the dragon wings. It goes on a 15-second cooldown. This is tied to any spell I cast, so there's my fireball. I basically, in Draconic, it boosts my existing spells. So because I chose fire, for example, you'll see that it will greatly increase the damage that I do on my scorches. You can see, but this is not a surprise. The damage in Draconic has always been pretty good. So let's see what my my epic strike looks like. So this is it. Let's put it in the traditional place for my strike. This is my energy vortex. It's swirling around me, you can see, and it lasts for 10 seconds. And it's the Wail of the Banshee, just recolored and reskinned. So I missed it, but it's up quite a bit. You can see I'm getting pretty good damage. Now, I am not in my dragon form. In other words, I'm not a fire elemental, so I'm not debuffing these things to be immune to the fire. I am just running around as a regular caster to simulate, you know, what it would do for you guys. If you were on a wizard, for example, my damage is also going to be a little bit higher than normal because I am all fire. It's fire spell power. All my gear is fire spell power. So, but you can see what I'm saying. I'm not debuffing him, but I will do my Arcane Tempest on him. Here's my energy vortex. He took double damage from that, and it hit him very hard for 35,000. So as an epic strike, this energy vortex now is up pretty much all the time. So you could activate it and run through, and you know, I'm on a fire sork, so if I activate my fire elemental form and then activate my vortex and run at this fire, he's going to take the damage and die because now he's, you know, I debuffed him to be susceptible to fire. The same thing with these guys here. Here's my epic strike, energy vortex. And so, you know, it's very similar. So one of the things that I did notice, apparently, these epic strikes don't always apply your debuff if you have some sort of a debuff, whether you're on a druid or a pale master or something. So it's something to keep in mind, that you probably would want to be throwing your normal spells to debuff the enemies. But it's very similar, the way this functions, to the Magus of the Eclipse, where we had that cold damage that was proccing on us all the time. Now, you could also have taken Energy Burst or the Dragon Breath itself. I wanted to show you guys Energy Vortex. There's the wings and the fast movement. Let's do our defense. So this is our barriers. You can see it gave me 450 of what looks like it looks like it works like stone skin for 5 minutes. It absorbs 15. So we'll see what it absorbs from these guys. It's not absorbing fire damage, not absorbing spell damage. I have a feeling I'm too high level for these guys, but it gives you like a greatly enhanced stone skin, basically. Well, here's my energy vortex. Yeah, see, he's coming in immune, I debuff him, and then he dies. So sometimes if they're immune, you have to debuff them with your normal spell. Something else that will proc as a result of that, because this epic strike is considered Dragon Breath. I have this Daunting Roar, so there is a 25% chance that enemies will be paralyzed in it. We haven't seen that effect happen yet, but And then my epic moment allows me to basically become immune to fire. I gain 100 DR. I regenerate hit points. I cast spells for 50% less mana. And I have a chance casting all my spells to turn them into gold. So we're going to activate that and see what happens. Yeah, see, I turned him into gold. The gold, pretty sure it has no save. Here's my epic moment. Vortex. And it's done. I have the enhanced Spellsword on, so I'm going to see what the damage looks like. Yeah, you can see the damage now is pretty good with my melee. So those of you out there who play Eldritch Knight, that damage has been greatly increased by this tree. Yeah, and it's hitting for quite a bit of damage. Yeah, so very, very high. See, that was 585. Yeah, so Eldritch Knights benefit from this tree. Casters in their element, so a druid who is a fire elemental or a water elemental, a sorcerer, a DPS wizard, who was, let's say, they were maybe a PK monster who also wanted to have the ability to DPS cast. It could be an off destiny for a Pale Master. Join us for more. I plan to do lore videos for each quest in DDO, as well as the raids. Plus, I will be releasing more Session 0 videos for DDO on topics such as player character races, the religions of Eberron, the Last War, and the Mournlands, the Dragon Marks, the Dragon Marked houses, and much, much more. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. I like interacting with other players. My main tune in DDO is named Mary. I am on Sarlona. I also have a guild on the Hardcore League. My guild is Death Smile. Please say hi if you're on either of those servers. Subscribe to see more Adventure AI content about DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and gaming in general. I also play Star Wars The Old Republic. You can join us at Adventure AI on Discord. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Twitter. You can go to our Patreon and become a patron of the channel, where you would get access to all of the scripts, the images, the music, the videos, as well as behind the scenes, and the ability to request topics for me to make future videos. Thanks very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your adventures go well.